In the fourth inning is where we'll start. Tie game. Casey Hardbarger lines a ball through the infield to put a couple of runners on for the Lady Rebels. Next up, Mia Johnson throws a high pitch. That'll get to the backstop, and both runners move into scoring position. Now in the circle, Johnson gets Emily Winning to fly out to left field, and that will end the inning there. Runners are stranded. Carly Caserta skies the ball to left field, and Alicia Lewis, great effort, but can't quite make the diving catch. Caserta slides into second, then gets to third on a throwing error. Now dial up Mia Johnson. She's going to line a ball to center field, and Caserta will tag and score. Mark that down as a sac fly, and Man leads 2-1 in the fifth inning. There'll be a big lighting delay in the sixth inning. We go to the seventh. Few hours later, Johnson hits a line drive into the outfield that would add some insurance, and Mia Johnson into third with an RBI triple. Last chance for the Lady Rebels in the home half. Emily Bush tacks on a run for Ritchie County here with the RBI single. But with 2 outs, Hardbarger grounds out to second base, and the Hillbillies stay hot, advancing with the 5-2 win.